What's up YouTube, Red95 here, bringing you an updated Fire King deck profile. I originally had this as a Hazy Fire King deck profile, or deck, but one of my friends persuaded me to change it to just a pure Fire King deck, and I actually like it a lot more, because the Hazy Flame engine kind of slowed it down a little. And you can do a lot more stuff with the Fire Kings, just by themselves. I'm also going to upload a video right after this, pretty much, explaining some of the techniques of the deck and how it runs for people who don't know. But for now, I'm just going to do a deck profile. So let's get started. And it starts with 3 copies of Fire King High Avatar Garunix. You can actually run 3 of these now because of Fire King Avatar Yaksha that came out in Judgment of the Light. Basically what he does is when he's destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, he special summons himself on the next standby phase and destroys every other monster on the field. So it's a great way to clear off your opponent's field and your field. And if he's destroyed by battle, you get a special summon a Fire King card from your deck. So he's just a great card. You really get the combos going off with him. You loop him with another Garunix and basically just destroy everything. Great card. You can search him with Onslaught. You can destroy him with Circle. He's just the main part of this deck. Next is 3 Fire King Avatar Yaksha. This is probably one of the best cards that came out in Judgment of the Light. He is the only card that really has a good effect when he's destroyed by battle. All the other Fire Kings have a really good effect when they're destroyed by card effects, but Yaksha, if he's destroyed by battle or by card effects, you get to destroy a card in your hand. So, say you have a Garunix. This is one of the reasons why you can run 3 Garunixes now. Say you have a Garunix in hand, it used to be dead, but now if you have a Yaksha, you just summon him, and if he's destroyed by battle or by card effects, you can destroy the Garunix. And since it destroys him and doesn't just send him to the graveyard, you get his effect, his destruction effect. So that really helps speed up the deck, helps make it more consistent, and it's probably one of the best additions to this deck that has come out yet. Next is 3 Fire King Avatar Barong. He's your searcher. When he's destroyed by battle, or not destroyed by battle, when he's destroyed by card effects, you get to add a Fire King card from your deck to your hand. So you can get that Yaksha, or if you already have a Yaksha, you can get a Garunix, or you can get an Onslaught or a Circle or something else. So he's just the searcher of the deck. Next is 2 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. I don't have a second one right now. I just got the first one today, but this is just to help get over stuff. Help pop stuff off the field. I wouldn't run more than 2 because it kind of messes with the whole Fire King aspect of the deck. But I definitely like it too. It's just helps get over stuff. Next is a card that I'm not sure I'm going to keep in the deck or not. I still haven't decided, but I really like it. It's 2 copies of Fencing Fire Ferret. Another card that came out in Judgment of the Light. When it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, either by battle or by card effect, you target 1 monster your opponent controls and destroy it and inflict 500 damage. So it just, again, helps get over stuff, and it inflicts life point damage. And you can, again, search it with Onslaught. It is a beast, so, it runs well in the deck. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it in, or if I'm going to take it out for a Blaster. I like Blaster and Secret Rare. I might run 2 Blaster. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to test out both. But tell me what you guys think. You other Fire King players or Fire King experts, whatever you want to call yourself. Tell me what you guys think. Should I keep the Fencing Fire Ferrets in? Or should I change them out for Blaster? Or do you have another idea of what I should put in? I'm not an expert on this deck. I don't know all the... this is my version of the deck. So, if you guys have an idea of what I should put in, or if I should just keep this, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. Next is 3 copies of Coach Soldier Wolfbarks. I don't have any copies of that card yet. It's super expensive and it's super hard to get. But yeah, that's one of the main components of the deck, because when he's on the field, once per turn, you can special summon a Beast Warrior type monster from your graveyard. It just helps you get off your combos. It helps you get out your Fire Kings from the graveyard, and destruction helps you get your combos out. So it's just a good card to have. Definitely running at 3. Wouldn't run at anything less than 3 because it really helps out this deck. Next is 1 copy of Sacred Phoenix and Nephthys. I didn't used to run this card in this deck at all, but now that Heavy Storm is banned, I kind of have to, because it works the same way Garunix does when it's destroyed by a card effect. It's sent to the graveyard. You special summon it next standby phase, but it destroys all spell and trap cards on the field. So it's basically just a Heavy Storm that you can use over and over and over again. So yeah, I definitely run it now since Heavy Storm is banned. Moving on to, that's it for the monsters, and then moving on to the spell cards. First is 3 copies of Circle of the Fire Kings. I only have 1 right now, kind of disappointing, but yeah. So this card is a really great spell card. It's a quick play, and you target 1 fire monster on your field and 1 in your graveyard, and you destroy the one on your field and special summon the one from your graveyard. So if you have a Garunix on the field and a Garunix in the grave, you destroy the Garunix on the field, special summon the Garunix in the grave, and you start the endless cycle of destruction Garunixes until they get banished or something. But you know, the next standby phase, the one that you send to the grave comes back, destroys the other one goes to the grave, the next standby phase he destroys the other one, and so on and so on. It's a quick play, so you can use it whenever. It's just a great card. Next is 3 copies of MST, because you have to run 3 now because Heavy's banned, so you definitely need it. 3 copies of Onslaught. This is your search card. You get to special summon 1 Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast type from your deck. Its effects aren't negated, but actually all of the Fire King cards' effects activate in the graveyard, and this card destroys them in the end phase, so they get their destruction effect. Next is 2 copies of Rekindling. I wouldn't run it anything more than 2, but I also wouldn't run it at 1. Some people run it at 1, but it does work out really well. But the only monsters that have 200 defense are Barong and Yaksha, so I definitely want to run it at 3 because 3 can be really dead, but 1's just not enough. Next is 2 Fire Formation Tenkeys. Helps with bear, and it helps just boost your monster's attack points. 2 Forbidden Lances, just to help protect your stuff, because while destroying by card effect, does get their effects, if they deprison or bottomless, they don't get their effect because they're banished. So it just helps you prevent that kind of stuff. And then 1 Tensu. I wouldn't run it anything more than 1 in this deck, just because you don't really need more than 1. Because most of your main objective is to destroy stuff, so you don't really want to. And I mean, you don't really need to normal summon a bunch of stuff. Like it's just not necessary. 1 Dark Hole, and that does it for spells. Moving on to trap cards. Got 2 copies of Call of the Haunted. Wow, that was really dark. I love this card in this deck because it replaces Monster Reborn. But if they MST this card and you destroy the card that was the monster that was special summoned by it, if you special summon a Garunix or a Yaksha or something, you get their destruction effect. It just works out really well in this deck. I really like it in this deck. I wouldn't run anything in more than 2, just because you don't really need it in more than 2. But 2 is really nice. 1 Compulse, just because it's great. I really wish it wasn't limited. 1 Warning. 1 Torrential. I definitely like Torrential in this deck because it destroys your monsters, and you get the destruction effects. And then 1 Raigeki Break. This card is a card I put in there a little while ago just because I needed something in there, and then I found out I really like it. You have like a Garunix in hand, and you can't get a Yaksha in hand. You just destroy Garunix and then or you don't destroy it, but you discard it, and you get it in the grave for like a circle target or anything else, and or Call the Haunted target, and then you destroy a monster on the field. So that's just really nice to have, and I really like it at 1. So yeah, moving on to the extra deck, which is nowhere near complete. It's actually probably really far from complete because I'm missing a lot of cards. 1 Utopia. There is a Gaga Cowboy in here, a Gem-Knight Pearl, Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis, just in case you have 2 Garunixes and you just feel like Xyz summoning for some reason. Then there's a Tachyon Dragon, number 107. A bunch of other stuff, but I don't have a lot of it. It's in my other deck, so I'm not gonna go over that right now. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys think about the Fencing Fire Ferrets. I really would like to get you guys' opinion on that. And tell me what you guys think of the deck. Any comments or opinions on this deck would be really appreciated. I'm still working on it. Tell me if you think I should run blasters in addition to something or instead of something. I used to run blaster in this deck when burner wasn't banned. I used to play burner too, but now that burner's banned, I kind of took out blaster. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Please like and subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel. Thanks, guys.